Okay friends, so in previous tutorial we discussed about how the naming of colors work, and in this tutorial we are going to know how color model actually works. So according to a definition of color model, it's just a simply a wavelength of light that are actually mapped to certain colors with a mathematical and scientific basis. This is just a theory, but in a very practical way we can say like that it's a sort of like using the numbers to represent alphabet in ciphers. It's like calling wavelength a Saurus of colors maybe, or a 54 to 54 colors, which is simpler. That means there can be as many color models as there are colors. It means infinite, right? So we cannot somebody randomly choose their own color models. I did be as if everyone was speaking different languages. So to keep all these things under check, it was decided that colors will be split into three groups as primaries and secondaries. In primaries it was segregated in three colors. It was red and green and blue, and this is actually how our eyes actually works in a similar way. We perceive the colors in a combination of red, green and blue, same as pixels of camera works. It seems that every color under the sun can be mathematically reproduced by combining the values of these primary colors. So according to a combination in digital world, according to the combination of these primary colors, we created a RGB model. It is one of the most widely created color model, and which is a combination of three color models. As you can see in this diagram, it's a combination of red color, green color and blue color, right? So RGB, it is stands for red, green and blue. RGB model is basically a kind of additive based model, which means that various values of red and blue are added together to form the other colors. Let's say the red value has a combination of 125, G has a combination of, let's say randomly I can choose any, pick up any number, let's say 150, and B has a combination of, let's say 200. Okay, so these three values are combined, and they together create some unique color in Photoshop. The big advantage of this model is its simplicity, but with simplicity there also comes some kind of weakness. The problem with the RGB model is different devices interpret RGB value of in different way. Theoretically it perceive the RGB value as suppose any value of RGB, but even then RGB values are perceived by different devices in a different way. It's same as this dress. Many people perceive this dress, and this is a very famous dress. Many people perceive the color of this dress as green and white, and people like me who are seeing this dress as blue and black. So it's just a perception of our eyes, and in a similar way there are difference between the perception of two colors by the two different devices. So it's obvious that a color model also need to be mapped to different display devices, and this kind of weirdness, it brings a whole new level of weirdness. Think of it as a grammar to language. The color model is a kind of language, but that's not enough. That language needs to have a proper grammar, spelling, punctuation, etc. that need to be understood, and this is the result, what is known as color space. You may have heard about the color spaces like sRGB, Adobe 1999 color spaces, and various color spaces. And from here color channels and what are the color channels and how it works begins.